All right, welcome back. All right, so we're going to do number 60 and 64, and we're going to actually do 64 and 66 too. So let's do 60 real quick. 60 is actually, you guys should be all experts at it by now, and that's cosine of 3x equals 1/2. Okay, so if I solve cosine of 3x equals 1/2, this is where I'm going to have that plus 2 pi in again. Okay, so let me draw my unit circle, or not my unit circle, but let me sort of draw these angles. So I'm thinking, okay, when does cosine equal 1/2? I always forget this stuff. 1/2, that means the x is smaller than the y. Okay, that means it's going to be 3x is pi over 3 and 5 pi over 3. Stop yelling at me. I know there's a plus 2 pi n. Okay, I just want to make sure that you knew that, okay? And I can't really do that here, but you know what I mean. Now I'm going to do that division by 3 of everything. Okay, so x equals pi over 9 plus 2 pi n over 9. Okay. Something feels off, but I'll just keep going. X equals 5 pi over 9 plus 2 pi n over 9. Just a second, something feels off. Nope. Oh, that's why. Okay, I had done it wrong. I did the wrong problem. It should have been a negative, but that's fine. I did this problem before and I didn't know why it was different, but now I see. Okay, so we're good. Everything's fine. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead. We're going to take our different values. So our first value is pi over 9. Our second value is 5 pi over 9. Third value, there's my mistake. That should have been divided by 3. I knew something felt off. Okay, I'm going to write 2 pi over 3 in terms of 9. So 2 pi over 3 is 6 pi over 9. I got to double check myself because I got a case of the stupids tonight. Okay, so I'm going to add 6 pi over 9 to both of these terms. And I'm going to do it once, twice. Okay, remember, this is the n equals 0 for n equals 1, n equals 2. So, and remember, I go 1 less than that. So pi over 9 plus 6 pi over 9 is 7 pi over 9. You put a prime on that because that's not exactly number 60. 5 pi over 9 plus 6 pi over 9 is 11 pi over 9. That was the n equals 1. Let's do the n equals 2. That's going to be 13 pi over 9. And the next one's going to be 17 pi over 9. Okay, now if I do this again, if I do this one more time, that would take me to 19 pi over 9, right? And that's 2 pi plus this thing. Okay. Other than that, if I go 6 more on this one, that would be 23 pi over 9. So that's 2 pi more than this. Okay. So that's why we stop. Okay, because x should be in between 0 and 2 pi. Okay, now let's go to the next problem, number 64. We're going to solve cosecant of x over 2 equals 2. Now, cosecant, remember, is the reciprocal of sine. So this means that we have the sine of x over 2 equals 1/2. Okay? When does the sine equal 1/2? I said I'm going to draw because I've got a case of the stupids. Okay, so sine is 1/2. That's in the first and second quadrant, like so. Okay, the 1/2 is less than square root of 3 over 2, so it's a smaller angle. So it's going to be pi over 6 and 5 pi over 6. Okay, so now you may be wondering why I didn't add the 2 pi in. And no, it's not because of my case of the stupids that I've already documented. Okay, it's because when I multiply by 2, I'm already taking it out. Okay, so the multiplying by 2 doesn't give me more solutions. It's only when I'm dividing by a number bigger than 1. Okay, so if I'm multiplying by a number, if I'm dividing by a number less than 1, whatever, this is actually going to give us less solutions possibly. Okay, so our x here is going to be pi over 3, and here 5 pi over 3. Okay, because if I had the plus 2 pi n, it would come to plus 4 pi n, which there's no way we're gonna get solutions between 0 and 2 pi. Okay, let's take a look at one very similar. Let's take a look at secant of x over 2 equals -2 square roots of 3 over 2. Yeah, that'll do. So very similar. We're going to solve secant of x over 2 equals -2 square root of 3 over 2. Okay, so now secant, remember, is the reciprocal of cosine. Sorry, that should have been over 3. I knew something was wrong. Okay, so secant is reciprocal of cosine. So this means the cosine of x over 2 is -√3 over 2. Okay, so let me go ahead and draw the picture so I can solve this. Okay, so -√3 over 2. I mean, I could, of course, just go to the unit circle, but I'm too lazy, so I'm just going to do it like this. That's going to be in the second and third quadrants, and cosine is bigger than sine. So that means x is bigger than y. So that means I have these angles. Okay, so that's 5 pi over 6 and 7 pi over 6. Okay, so now, again, I'm not including the 2 pi. Let's multiply these by 2. So x is going to be 5 pi over 3. Oh, look, we had that one here too. But what happens on this one? X is 7 pi over 3. And our solution should be in 0, 2 pi. This is too big. That's bigger than 2 pi. That's bigger than 2 pi. Okay, so we're marking that one off. Seven pi over 3. Let me write that in a different color. Okay, 7 pi over 3 is bigger than 6 pi over 3, which is 2 pi. So it's too big. Okay, it's not in our interval. Okay, all right. We'll come back with another video, just 2 more problems in this section.